researchers in Namibia have discovered fossils from a huge, extinct swamp creature with a toilet seat-shaped skull. Gyaja genyi existed around 280 million years ago, about 40 million years before the first dinosaurs evolved, and offers a glimpse into the early evolution of tetrapods or four-limbed vertebrates. Its skull was more than 2 feet, 0.6 meters long, and researchers estimate the entire animal could have been to 8.2 feet, 2.5 meters long, potentially making it the biggest creature of its kind, according to a statement. Researchers described the swamp creature in a study published Wednesday, July 3, in the journal Nature. Gyaja genyi was considerably larger than a person, and it probably hung out near the bottom of swamps and lakes, study co-lead author Jason Pardo, a researcher at the Field Museum in Chicago, said in a separate statement. Gyaja genyi had interlocking jaws that enabled it to hunt for prey. The researchers believe it was likely the apex predator in its swampy ecosystem. It's got a big, flat, toilet seat-shaped head, which allows it to open its mouth and suck in prey, Pardo said. It has these huge fangs, the whole front of the mouth is just giant teeth. The researchers discovered the fossils in the Gyaja Formation in northwestern Namibia, which was the southern part of the supercontinent Gondwana when Gyaja genyi existed. The team discovered fossils from 4 individuals, including skull fragments and a vertebral column. When we found this enormous specimen just lying on the outcrop as a giant concretion, it was really shocking, study co-lead author Claudia Marcicano, a researcher at the University of Buenos Aires, said in the statement. I knew just from seeing it that it was something completely different. We were all very excited. Around the time Gyaja genyi lived, modern-day Namibia was located further south, almost parallel to the northernmost point of Antarctica today, and an ice age was coming to an end. While the land near the equator had begun drying up and new animals were evolving to fill niches, swamps closer to the poles remained, enabling animals to retain more primitive features. Gyaja genyi is a stem tetrapod, an early vertebrate that exhibits intermediate characteristics between fish and the first true four-limbed tetrapods. Stem tetrapods still retained aquatic features like gills and had limbs that were not fully evolved for movement on land. It's really surprising that Gyaja is so archaic, Pardo said. It was related to organisms that went extinct probably 40 million years prior. Gyaja genyi shows how animals that existed further south were radically different from those nearer to the equator, Pardo said in the statement. Its success during this critical geological period could shed light on how the world was changing to support different forms of life. The more we look, we might find more answers about these major animal groups that we care about, like the ancestors of mammals and modern reptiles, Pardo said.